we need to talk. So, Bungie and Destiny. Two particularly not very good topics right now because of, well, as you can guess it, they don't care about their community. Recently, Swetsicle made a video, which was where I drew the line, because I watched it and I have some points to go over today. Later, I'm going to be doing a podcast with I'm the co-host and he's the host, ArcsStorm2 over at All Things Destiny. You can find us on Kick and on ArcsStorm's YouTube channel. So, this is something I've wanted to talk about for a while, but we've always shoved it off for a podcast topic. But today, I decided I'm just going to make a YouTube video about it. Because I'm tired of Bungie thinking that they can just get away with everything. If you look at anything that they've done in the past, okay, so it's about half and half. It's half of Destiny's lifespan has been with Activision, and Destiny 2's lifespan has been without and with Activision. But if you think about whenever the game was at its best, it was whenever it was with Activision. If you think about it, Destiny 2 Vanilla's launch sucked. Curse of Osiris Warmind sucked. But then you also have to think of Forsaken. That was one of the best expansions in Destiny. Cade sadly died. People were upset about that, and it made some people leave. But also, they brought back the Destiny 1 stuff where there's not double primary. Yeah, I'll edit that out. And I'll also edit this out. But Bungie just needs to get this right. The community is tired. I'm tired of the community getting used like this, or just money going into their bag. I have some stuff on Twitter pulled up. It's about their maintenance, and they were supposed to be bought by Bungie. Believe it or not. They were supposed to be bought by Microsoft. God, Bungie buying Bungie. I'll pull this up in a second, but I'll just read this to you. Microsoft expects Bungie to release a new IP codenamed Matter in 2025. Ongoing support of Destiny 2 and a new IP currently expected in 2025. Marathon does not matter. So, they're working on 2 games. And their moderation and their anti-cheat sucks. Here, I'll go ahead and show you guys Twitter. Credit to everyone who I show in this video. But I just want to get this over with. So as you guys can see, this is in trials, or not trials, this is in comp. He has a slur in his username and he's cheating. He's just flying around with a grenade launcher, and this was made by Dr. Teddy 08. And this is pretty much what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to tell people. And here's even Grenadier Jay.
Are these guys playing this game all weekend? When we pay $100 a fucking year to play this game, they make billions of dollars and they don't care enough to have one single person who's ready to ban these people. They can't pay one person with their billion-dollar company to ban people blatantly cheating, ruining their playlist for the entire weekend. How in the fucking world do they have that much disrespect for their community? Yep. The least they could do for a community of people that have supported their gaming company for 9 years now would be to have one person whose job it is to monitor this shit. 200 plus games that these guys have done this to people. 200 plus cards that they have ruined, that they have caused to be flawed. And not a single person in their community or in their company has any ability to stop it. Billions of dollars that they generate from our pockets, and not a single fucking person has any care in the world to stop this shit. What fucking excuse is there for that? I don't understand it. It is a giant slap in the face. I don't care if it's a weekend. I don't care if it's a holiday. They make billions of dollars from 9 years of dedication from a community that they have turned their backs on and don't do shit to support. I cannot fucking fathom it. I've hit a breaking point with it. Like, we cannot continue to just defend them. It's
ridiculous.
It's a giant company. I cannot fucking believe it for a second. This is just considered okay.
You guys can see from that video, that says a lot about Microsoft and Bungie, since they're talking about that says a lot about Bungie, because I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know if they're just trying to. Yeah, it's just a quick cash grab. At this point, Destiny is just a quick cash grab. They used to care about the community. They don't care about it anymore. It's like, community's out the window. Like, they just push it away. All they care about is money. And we're also going to be watching the Astrocross video that a lot of people have been talking about. We are going to be skipping around in it so that it's still 10 minutes, so here's the video that we're going to talk about. So as you guys can see,
October 13th, we'll see the return of Test to the Tower. Silver is a new currency coming to Destiny that is bought with real money. This is the introduction of microtransactions into Destiny, but I've never had a problem with cosmetic microtransactions. A lot of people will now mention the slippery slope argument. Yes, Dado, we start with shaders, emblems, emotes, but who is to say that they won't introduce materials, armor, or weapons in the future? If we see legendary guns for sale, if we see legendary marks for sale, I'm gonna be mad. If we see something like 100 motes of light for $5, I'm gonna be mad. I don't want to see power sold, I don't want to see shortcuts to power sold, nothing. I don't want to see weapon parts, ammo synths, nothing. If Bungie does cross that line, you have my rage.
Guys, I hate to say it, but now may be the time to start raging. Now, I'm gonna preface this by saying, no, this is not a joke video. When it comes to greedy corporate monetization practices, to us, this is really not a laughing matter. Those clips you just watched are from a 7-year-old video Dado posted in Destiny 1 about a month after the release of The Taken King, and my god, it has aged like fine wine. Today, we'll be talking about the state of microtransactions inside of Destiny 2, because over the last several years, and increasingly this past year, we have seen a dramatic increase in monetization for anything.
Yes, 100%. That almost all of Destiny, it went from being a looter shooter to pay to get the better looking stuff. And all the ugly stuff is just like the world loot. If you want to look good in the game, you gotta spend hundreds of $20 on an ornament set. It's crazy.
And everything Bungie can slap behind a paywall. This includes raising prices, creating new avenues for spending, double dipping into the existing player base, and giving players blatant pay-to-win benefits. Now here are the timestamps on the screen for each topic covered in this video. This is going to be a long one, so grab your popcorn. And one thing I ask before you leave a comment criticizing or even defending Bungie, please watch this video in its entirety. We're going to cover a lot of ground today because I want all of us here to have a full perspective on how bad microtransactions have become over the past 7 years. And maybe by the end of this video, when all Bungie schemes are on the table, you will share my concern for what this game may look like 7 years in the future.
And this is another thing we're going to talk about.
Now, Bungie raised the price of seasonal content. If you want to buy a season by itself, it used to cost only $10. And honestly, for 6 weeks of story, some cool cutscenes, access to the multiplayer activities and new gear, I would have argued that it was a great deal. But then, Bungie increased the price. And you know what? Fair enough. Adjust for inflation, gotta put food on the table. It makes sense. Bungie announced in a TWAB they were increasing the price of seasons from 1,000 silver to 1,200 silver, which puts us at $10 a season to now $12 per season. Or does it? You see, when you buy silver, Bungie gives you a little extra for each purchase. And the bigger the purchase,
that's where they get you. It's $12, but the cheapest you can get all the silver for it is $15. That's what's crazy to me.
the more extra you get. So when you buy $10 worth of silver, that being 1,000, you actually get 1,100 silver. That's so generous of them. Funny how that works too, because that's just short of the amount needed to buy a new expansion. So to buy an individual season, you need to purchase $15 worth of silver, not 12. Meaning Bungie actually raised the price by $5 because you can't buy seasons with real money. You have to buy them with Bungie's tokens. They're fake money. Now I'm surprised too, considering how cluttered the Steam store is already with expansions, which by the way, you can buy with real money. Why not just add each season there too? Make an annual season pack? Hell, folks are already confused. You might as well add it. Something tells me we won't ever see a $12 silver purchase option anytime soon. Luckily, Bungie added the $15 option right before Season of the Deep, and even created a $100 silver purchase option too. So if you want to bankroll their pockets even more, that's a lot easier for you. And guess what? You thought a $5 increase was bad? Let's take a trip down to the Microsoft and Epic Game Store, where there is no $15 silver option. The next highest is $20. You're now paying Bungie double the price for a new season. Guys, that's just borderline evil. Thankfully, any players who use these platforms are not completely screwed. Bungie does offer a $15 seasonal silver bundle as well, but not only is it separate from the other silver purchase options, it also doesn't advertise how much silver it gives. You actually have to click into it to see how much silver you are buying. But hey, it comes with a free emote. Am I right? I do want to be clear. I'm not against silver.
So, that, totally pay to win. And we're just going to go ahead and skim over his final thoughts.
That's everything. That's all I got, guys. This isn't a Bungie strike. This isn't me disowning Destiny for the rest of my life. Frankly, that will accomplish nothing. As a wise man once said, every gaming boycott is one 3-minute cinematic from being over. The final shape, Destiny's climax, is on the horizon. Microtransactions will not kill Destiny. Destiny is not on the verge of collapse. It's in fact the opposite. Destiny is making more money than ever before. It has more players than ever before. And I love that. But the terrible truth is, this success gives even more credence to these business practices. It affirms greedy behavior, and it gives Bungie a giant green light to invent new ways to take our money and devalue the player. I remember the days when you walked into a store and bought a game, and now more than ever, I find myself diving into a game and finding a store. A long time ago, when Bungie was beneath the corporate umbrella of Activision, we saw the senseless greed, the half-baked products, and we rejoiced when Bungie went solo. Little did we know, we were going out of the frying pan and into the fire. Bungie in some ways is worse than Activision ever was. If you take anything from this video, I want you to think about everything we discuss, all the actions Bungie has taken objectively, and decide for yourself, where do I draw the line? How far is too far? And remember that, because looking back, we're already well and beyond what we would have tolerated 7 years ago. I imagine 7 years from now into the future, when we have Marathon, a mobile game, and who knows, maybe even Destiny 3, I'll ask you again, where did you draw the line? And I'm almost certain Bungie will have stepped over it.
So as you can see, that was asked across videos on Destiny 2 has become a microtransaction hell. And this is another thing I want to just quickly skim over. We're going to go to Bungie Help. Right now, the game is currently under maintenance as I'm making this video. Let's see how many posts they've made about maintenance in the past month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, hold on right now. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 34. It is crazy how much maintenance this game has gone over after paying them hundreds of dollars, billions of dollars each year for an expansion. What is it, like $100 for the annual pass, which is what I get every year. And I'm sure that's probably what all the content creators get. It's $100 extra dollars. It's $50 extra dollars for the regular expansion. They can't afford to give us dedicated servers or even a good anti-cheat. As you guys saw from the beginning of the video, that clip with Grenader Jake. It is crazy how this keeps happening. I just don't get it. Why can't Destiny just be a good game? Just work on Destiny. I don't care about Marathon. Almost nobody I talk to cares about Marathon. And they're just abandoning Destiny because of it. This is something that I just don't get. Why do they have to ruin the game so they can work on another game? Destiny is nearing the end of its lifespan. There's no talk about what happens after Lightfall, Final Shade. At this point, I'm sorry, but Destiny is... This is gonna hurt to say. So that you guys know I'm not biased, I have been playing Destiny for 8 years, I want to say. And it is just insane how you can just abandon the community like this. At this point, I argue that Activision, you guys were better whenever you guys had Activision. All you guys care about is keeping the big content creators to promote your games. This is crazy, guys. I can't defend you anymore. Thank you guys for listening to my thoughts. And later today, we're going to be doing a podcast talking about this because it's starting to get on our nerves way too much. If you guys would please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Come check me out on Kick. I'll be streaming today. I'm gonna be streaming Diablo 4. And also, if I'm not streaming, just come follow me. I'll go streaming at some point. And please like and subscribe. Please have a good day. Bungie needs to fix their game, and I hope everyone realizes it.